Hi everyone, this video is in response to a question I received from R Harrison-WQ3RH, and the issue was he had alterations done on a shirt and it was tapering, but he didn't want tapering done in the sleeve, and so there was this weird transition here. And Harrison, I tried to recreate what I saw in your slideshow. So my first my first answer would have been, you can't do anything about this, but I don't even like that answer with myself. So I'm going to attempt something, and you might have to take out some of that stitching, but this is what it looks like. And yours looks worse than mine because it's got a little more bunching going on. But what I'm thinking is taking out the new stitching from here and then maybe up to here, and see if we can kind of get this. I'm closing it. I'm only opening it from here. You will have to go all the way down unless you're okay with it, but you're still going to run into this problem further down. So I got too close here, so I'm not going to go down there. I'm working with whatever seam allowance I have, and this might be, I mean, it's not my first choice to do it like this, but we're going to try it. The first mistake made on this, on your alteration, I don't know who did it, but they made the alteration from the inside of the shirt. When you do this alteration, you're supposed to work from the right side of the shirt. And I will probably put up a separate video after this that shows how to do it correctly. And apparently my glasses are failing me because I can't even see anything. Just can't get my seam ripper underneath that seam. Now the important part is to not forget where your new side seam is. They cut off way too much of your seam allowance, but we might be able to salvage it. There we go. Okay, so a flat-filled seam is basically you have one fabric here and one fabric here, and they kind of go like this. That's it, kind of folds in like this, and then you stitch both sides. And we may not actually get to do that, but we might be able to do something similar. So I unstitched this here. And I did not try this beforehand, so I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here and just hoping that it works. But in the event that this doesn't work, like I said, I'll put up a separate video so that in the future you can do it yourself. It's a really easy alteration. It just bothers me that this was done from the wrong side. Okay, we're going to open up here as well. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my brother found a squirrel a few weeks ago, and I can hear it making all kinds of noise out there. He rescued it from a cat. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is, I have enough seam allowance here, I think, but further down I don't. So hopefully they left you enough. So I opened this up, and all I'm going to do, lay it flat. Looks like I will need to remove what's under there. Okay, so that's already tucked under. So lay it down, push this side down, and fold over with this side. Now, it looks like it's working from this side, but I have to see what it looks like on the other side. Okay, so I need to remove these stitches, which are the original stitches from manufacturing. I don't think it's going to lay correctly on this other side. I feel like there's going to be a hole over there, just due to the way the fabric is caught up in it, and you're going to have this weird thing going on back here. So it looks like I'll need to take out more. Okay, it wants to go that way. If you guys don't know how to take out stitches quickly, I have a video for that. I'll put it up top in a card if you want. Okay, so see, I had pinched that out, and there's, you've got this raw edge. So we're going to take this out. Sorry, I'm just trying to remove all those other stitches so I can get this piece of fabric out that's really just a fragment. And this one. Okay, so you want them facing the same direction. You see how they're both facing that way? I don't want it to be like, it's not supposed to be like this. You know what, let me get my machine up here, and I have to make the side seam again before this will actually work out. Before I sew it, I wanted to show you what I'm up against, just in case you come across this. Before you make this stitch up here, you need to make sure that you can unfold this. Don't take out this stitching line necessarily, but make sure this one, that flap, can come up pretty cleanly, because when you sew the new side seam, you take it up to this area here, not this stitching line. There's a stitching line here, and that's where the fold over is. You want to take it up here. Try to lay it out as flat as you can. I told you not to take those stitches out. I'm taking them out. Only because I can't really see, and I feel like it's going to not get in there properly. Up into that crease. Okay. I'm going to try and bypass that raw edge. You don't want that showing. And then up into this crease here. Okay, let me see what the other side looks like. Okay, so this is what the underarm seam looks like. Don't forget to clean up your threads. But this is what it looks like on the underside. And like I mentioned before, if you don't do this all the way down, you're just moving that transition from here down, down, down. You need to take care of all of it if you want it to look good. Now, this is where, okay, so I barely cleared that raw edge, but it will still work. This needs to be trimmed back just a tad if you're worried about any kind of thickness under there. And a tad means a tad. Don't take it too close to the stitching line. Okay, and from here, you just take that top piece of fabric, you fold it down, and then you fold it over. Okay, I just thought of something as I was getting ready to sew the side seams. I fixed the transition under the arm, and I didn't take up any more extra space under there. But from here down, if you want it to look right or pretend to look right, you could just fold that over. I prefer it if it was a flat felled, do a flat felled. If you don't want a flat felled and you want to serge it. I don't like this rigging of things. I like it to be done right one way or the other. But if this is something you're interested in and it works for you, then this is what we're going to do. Okay, now I'm moving into where I made this transition. Okay. If we turn it over and it looks good, I'm going to say that was a success. And if it did, I surprised myself too, because I didn't think this was something that could be fixed. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the inside that I just finished showing you how to do. You can see I fixed this. Now this stitch, you can bring it all the way up to match this stitch. Obviously yours threads are going to match. I used black so you can see it, but you'll need to continue this stitch down to here. And then my transition ended here, and then I just folded it over because there just wasn't enough to fold over and still have the same width of stitches in the width between the stitches. So that's what it looks like all the way down. And then if I turn it right side out, this is what it looks like. And there you go. Like this is where I was saying you should continue the stitches up there, right here. But I think it turned out okay. You might want to do straighter stitches than I did. But yeah, I'm actually surprised it worked out, that we got the transition fixed. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have anything else you're having problems with and you would like me to take a look at it and try to fix it, let me know. Thanks.